Hello everybody and welcome back to the TD Garden from Boston, Massachusetts. The Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs facing in an exhibition game this afternoon from TD. And the Leafs decide to go in St. Pat uniform. The Bruins will go in their Winter Classic. This is exhibition, getting ready for the next season. There'll be a few games before then. The exhibition season. Here's Bergeron moving in. That shot smothered by Samsonov out of the gates. Brodie up for Nylander. Red line, he'll knock it in for Marner. Marner to Matthews, shoots! Saved by Ullmark. Good test early for Linus Ullmark. And he had to be sharp there as Matthews tried to handcuff him. Yeah, just a hot shot, and Ullmark had to settle it down and just settle the play down for the Boston Bruins on that shift. Shots 1-1 in the game already, and face off here, one back by Jake DeBrusk. Here come the Bruins with it. Brad Marchand opening Lindholm. Ahead on the wing, Bergeron. Here he comes with speed. No shot. Riley took him to the boards. Bergeron back on it. Jake DeBrusk firing. Blocker stop. Rebound scores. It's in the nets. And it's an early 1-0 Boston lead. And the goal is going to go to Brad Marchand. His first of the exhibition season. Not even 4 minutes into this one. Boston takes the lead. Here's Grzelcyk ahead for Brad Marchand, right wing, looking in, shooting, save made, loose puck kicking away, another try, and battling away in front were the Bruins. Now the Leafs come the other way with it. Riley, here's William Nylander after the puck, picked up by Grzelcyk. He has Lindholm, ahead to Marchand, taken hard by Brodie, and that is going to be a penalty. Wow, looked like a clean hit. It's going to be called an elbowing against TJ Brodie, and Boston will go to the power play. 1-0 here in the first early, and now a power play trying to make it 2. Here's the draw left side of the net. One back controlled for the point for Krejci. In for Zacha. Krejci center. Zacha right on. Saved by Samsonov. O'Reilly there. He clears. Not out. Pastrnak. That's blocked. Now Giordano will clear it ahead. David Krejci. Big hit. Ryan O'Reilly away on a break. He scores! Ryan O'Reilly takes the puck away after hitting his man and takes off on a break. Outweights Ullmark from right to left and scores a shorty to tie the game at 1. Beautiful goal for O'Reilly. This one early to get it evened up. Linus Ullmark shaking his head, but that was a perfect play by Ryan O'Reilly and no chance for the Boston netminder whatsoever. 1:09 still to go on this power play, and Bruins will have a head shake about that. Here's Coyle moving in on that left side. Giordano to stop him. The shot sent wide. Hall will pick it up ahead for Noel Acciari. Acciari turning that over through the middle of the ice. 40 seconds to go in the Boston power play. Foligno back in on the wing. There is O'Reilly to Giordano and back down to Boston ice. Ring it around and to find help in Hall. Acciari trying to get back to it. Foligno taken to the board. Zacha to Coyle. In come the Bruins again. Coyle looking, shooting. Samsonov taking that one away. Giordano, there's Acciari through the middle. Brodie out of the box. He has Matthews. Austin Matthews will get it into the corner but lose it there. Here's Hall to Coyle. Middle of the ice, turned back by the Maple Leafs. Matthews is on it. Austin Matthews shooting the top of stick. Marner back. Nylander, he'll spin a pass back. Matthews taking it away in front. Lindholm back on it. Bruins spinning in their own zone, now out. Foligno, stolen by Toronto's Austin Matthews. He gave that away, Foligno. Back out for Zacha. 8 to go here in the first. 1-1. Hit along the boards. Nylander has it for the Leafs. William Nylander up for David Kampf, and here comes Toronto. Kampf with a look. He shoots, and it's sticked away by the Bruin defense in front. Yeah, you have to let that shot go. You can't hold on to it. It's a quick, rapid release, and now another penalty coming to Toronto again for a hit. This one as well will be elbowing against Toronto. And Boston will already have their second power play of the afternoon. 0 for 1. Gave up a shorty on the first. Here's TJ Brodie. Has help with him. Brodie moving through the red line and now in over the Boston line with a nifty move. Makes his way to the net. Shoots. Kick save by Ullmark. Now Bergeron. Left side. Riley poking it by him. Morgan Riley will take off now. Riley has Yarncroke. His drop back for helping Sam Lafferty. Lafferty trying to make it to the net. He loses it. 50 seconds to go in the Boston power play. Here come the Bruins trying to break in here on the rush. Laffy back on it for Toronto. Red line and down and around. This will find help, but Yarncroke misses that. Bergeron back in. Riley back out. Bergeron in again. His chance to the net, and he's brought back to the outside. Now a chance. Marchand. Pastrnak off a leaf and into the corner. Again battled free, and then it is Jake Muzzin who takes it away for Toronto and knocks that down into the Boston ice. Round it goes far side. Pasternak's to it first. Remember, this is only exhibition, but it's fun to watch nonetheless. TJ Brodie. Krejci taken, and another penalty coming. This one against Tavares. Brad Marchand and John Tavares will pummel back and forth here. Yeah, what a game here early. Yes, it's only 1-1, but the tempo in this hockey game back and forth against two rivals, you can't ask for a game any better than this. Tight and nail-biter addition for these two teams. So a power play for Boston. And both teams will go off 5 minutes for fighting as well. So the Bruins, to their third power play of this first period, 0 for 2. One of the best power plays in the league. Win home to Smith. Firing kick save, Samsonov. Here's Jarnkrok to Giordano. Red line back into the Boston zone. Round it goes. Here's a chance. Lafferty, and no good look there. Jarnkrok spins with it. Still had the puck, gave it away to Hall. Here comes Smith, and here come the Bruins. A minute to go in the period. Schenn back to defend. That shot knocked away by Samsonov with a blocker. Lafferty will chase after it again against Boston. Lindholm. Lafferty slows his man down, and will that be caught? Here's Smith. It will indeed. It's going to be a 5-on-3. Hit there, and Boston will go to a 5-on-3 for 22 seconds here in the first. Just 14 seconds remaining in the period. 1-1 game here from TD. We hope you're enjoying. Here's the draw. One back by the Leafs. Riley clears down the ice, and that'll help out for Toronto as the seconds run down here in the first period. Krejci to Bergeron. We are 1-1 after 1 here tonight between the Leafs and the Bruins. The Bruins struck first, but Ryan O'Reilly gets it even shorthanded. 1-1 after 1. Shots a goal in the hockey game are 9 for Boston with 1. 4 for the Leafs with 1. Hits are 8-7 Toronto. Face-off 6-2 Bruins. Power plays Boston 0 for 2. They're on a 5-on-3 for a minute and 9 seconds to start the second period. Welcome into the second. It's a 5-on-3 for just 9 seconds. Here's the draw. One back by Toronto. The pass for O'Reilly. Got it through the middle. One penalty done. Back to a 5-on-4. David Pastrnak moving in and shooting, and Samsonov made the save. Rebound, the puck came free in front, and they score! Thrown in front for Jake DeBrusk. 30 seconds into the period, Boston takes the lead again. So the Bruins with their second lead tonight. This one will be a power play goal. And it seems it's what Boston needed to get it back. Yeah, Toronto took penalty after penalty, and they take the pay for it. They've given up a goal. Kerfoot shoots, and the easy save made. Hallmark will hold on to that for Boston. Early here in the second period, the Bruins 2, the Leafs 1. We hope you're enjoying here from TD. Here's the face-up. One back, controlled, and one to the point for Grizzly. Corner boards, there's O'Reilly to it. O'Reilly from behind, looking for some help. He'll play that back for Kerfoot. Kerfoot taken down, and no call. Jake DeBrusk to Grizzly. Bergeron. Here's O'Reilly. Bunting. So Boston gets away with a clear trip moments ago. And still holding on to a 2-1 lead. O'Reilly to Brodie. He'll fire it back in for Toronto. It finds Alex Kerfoot. Around the boards and to it again. Grizzly to the boards. Here's Kerfoot getting in there. Riley. He comes back out for Taylor Hall. Losing it through the middle of the ice. Nylander picking it up. William Nylander losing the puck, trying to hold on to it for a good shot. You cannot hold on to the puck. You have to release it. Picked up by the Bruins. Here's Bergeron. In his own zone. He'll turn back with it. Now Grizzly to the middle of the ice. To Hall. Matthews poking that out. William Nylander back on it. Here's Nylander. Back to Bunting in front for Matthews. And that one stopped. Where is it? And it slides to the paint and wide. Nylander back on it. He shoots. Saved by Hallmark. And a penalty is coming here, and it's going against, I believe, the Boston Bruins. It is. Jake DeBrusk is going to head off. Toronto will go to their first power play of the night as Hallmark just kept the puck out from being a tie game. Leafs with some glorious looks moments ago after this whole period has been in the favor of Boston since the goal, and now Toronto gets a power play look. Here's the draw. One back by Boston. They'll be able to clear easily on this. Clifton down the ice. Riley will chase back for it for Toronto. It'll be Ryan O'Reilly who gets to it. To Matthews. Up for Mitch Marner. Here's Marner with the nifty work and lost the puck to Forbert. Off the boards and back down the ice. Riley to Matthews. Re-entry for Toronto. Pass to Marner. In front. There's a good one and a stop by Ullmark. That was Nylander coming down the slot. And Linus Ullmark gets the mid out and makes the catch to keep it a 2-1 Boston lead. Face off here. That was a great setup by the Leafs. Under a minute to go in the power play. You can't label it any better than that. And it stays 2-1 Boston. Cleared but not out. Tavares back to the point. There's Frederick on a gift. Now stolen back by Tavares. Tavares to the net. Trying to open up Ullmark. That's steered away. There's Coyle. He'll pick up and clear. And this will reset Toronto again. Power play about done. Tavares to the middle. This finds Bunting. Bunting to the net. He scores! Michael Bunting ties it up for the Toronto Maple Leafs here in the second at 2. And it is going to be a Maple Leaf power play goal. They're 1 for 1 on the afternoon. This was all set up by Tavares. Great read to knock the Bruin down, take the puck, center it out front, and Bunting just uses his speed to his advantage to drag it to the net and outwit Ullmark and tie the game up at 2. Face off back here to center. 9:36 to go in the period. 2-2 from TD. Grzelcyk to Lindholm. Ahead this finds Pastrnak. Trouble. Here's Pastrnak with a great move and a stop made by Samsonov. Back in front. He made that too. Ilya Samsonov with good saves. Now David Kampf will poke it by. He has a race to the net. Kampf in, shoots. That's off a stick picked up by Aston Reese. Tried to tuck it. Loose in front. And the Bruins will come the other way. David Pastrnak. 7 to go in the period. Bruins in with David Krejci. To the net. That's sticked away and the Leafs look up ice. Kampf again. Hit there. It's picked up by Toronto and fired down into the Boston zone. Aston Reese will get in there. Here's Lafferty. Back for Zach Aston Reese. Drop to the point. There's David Krejci to take it away. 5 to go in the period. Here comes David Pastrnak to the net. He's stopped by Samsonov. His best stop tonight. He keeps it between the legs and out. 4:29 to go here. Second period. 2-2 from TD. Shot to the gamer. 13 for Boston. 11 for Toronto. 2-2 this far. Draw one back to the point. This finds Grzelcyk and a save made by Samsonov. All getting in there. Ahead for Noel Acciari. He'll fire this down into the Boston zone. Ricochets off the end boards. Grzelcyk taken down, and that's going to be another penalty against Toronto. This one was clear boarding, and yes, a good call. Face-off will come here to the left side of the Leaf net. The Bruins back to the power play again. Draw one back. Tonight they are 1 for 4 as Samsonov makes the save. Play down for Shen. He'll pick it up and fire down ice. Pastrnak to it first. Looking ahead, he has Bergeron. Moving in, he has DeBrusk. To the net! He stopped. Has it again looking from the corner. DeBrusk throwing that in behind the goal. That's Shen trying to walk that lane and did get it there as Acciari there to clear. Not out. Now here come the Leafs. No, Acciari might have help with him. Acciari to O'Reilly. Back to Acciari. He scores! It's waved off. Oh my. What a pass, and it looked like this one was going in either way, contact or not. There wasn't much there. This should be a goal. And they're going to easily call it no goal. Face off here. Noel Acciari would have had a shorty for the second shorthanded Toronto goal in this game. The Bruins get the call. Here comes Foligno moving in right wing. Foligno to the net. Coyle shoots it. Sticked away by Samsonov. Back from behind the net. Wrap shot. There's another save. Samsonov will cover on that. 1:07 to go here. Second period. 2-2 from TD. Leafs and Bruins, and you can see the arguments from Toronto there. They say that's a good goal. It definitely looked like a good goal. Ullmark had time to make that save. He did. He got most of it, not all of it. Brody. Here's Mitch Marner. Red line. He'll fire this down and around. It finds Nylander to the net. His shot stopped by Ullmark. He'll cover on that. Just under 10 seconds to go here in the middle frame. Maple Leafs and Bruins, 2 apiece from TD. Faceoffs are 13-5 Boston in this game. Twice tonight the Leafs have trailed Boston and have come back to tie. Here's Brody setting up. Marner throwing it in behind for Matthews. Austin Matthews to Nylander. Back in front, that pass was cut. And that will do it for 2. Bruins and the Leafs, 2-2 through 40 tonight in TD Garden for Boston. Michael Bunting gets it even. Shots a goal in the hockey game, 17 for the Bruins, 13 for the Leafs, 2-2 after 2. Hits 11 aside, faceoffs 13-6 Boston. Power plays Boston 1 for 5, Toronto 1 for 1. Toronto with a shorthanded goal, 2-2, we head to the third. Welcome into the third period here tonight. The Bruins and the Leafs, the best rivalry in NHL hockey. 2-2 after 2. Draw one by Matthews. Pass through a skate, turned over to Bergeron. He'll move in. Nylander trying to cut him. Marchand, Bergeron, what a save! Samsonov getting across too early here in the third. Here's Marner as Matthews. Matthews moving in, shoots! Stopped by Allmark. Walker down, Riley setting up. Shot by Brody, redirects in front. Out, Nylander, a backhand right on. Third try, there was Marner coming in the slot, and he can't get it to go. Now Grizzly. That third shot didn't make it on net, but it was a good whack attempt anyway. Here's Marchand looking. Centers, Bergeron, stopped by Samsonov, and a face-off here in the Toronto zone. All breaking loose here in the third, but it's still 2-2. Both netminders tested early here in the third period. First Samsonov, then the Leafs have a dash the other way. Now the Bruins back in the Toronto zone. O'Reilly, this hits a skate through center. Here's Grizzly on it. He'll play that to Jake DeBrusk. In the middle of the ice, he has Bergeron on the wing. Here's Patrice Bergeron from the corner in front. Lindholm, a shot that's blocked. Rebound sent wide. Bergeron back in front, and it never found a weak stick. Marchand centers. Samsonov to the chest. Here's O'Reilly. Trying to get it out. He does now for John Tavares. The captain fires it in for Toronto. Around the boards. No pressure there for the Leafs to get it back. Krejci taken there by a hit. Riley to Bunting. Here's Toronto almost halfway through this third period. Tied at 2. Picked up by the captain. Shooting! And a save made by Allmark down low. Now Krejci in the boards again. Taken to the net, and that's going to knock the net off. So a face-off will happen here. Just outside the Boston line. Oh, we're just about halfway through the third, 2-2 from TD. Here's the draw. Boston has had the lead twice tonight and has blown it twice tonight. Picked up and played ahead to Hall. The special teams have worked for the Leafs tonight. A shorthanded and a power play goal. Fired around, that was Achari going after it. Hit his man, that's played up on the wing for Yarncroke. Spinning back with a puck, Pastrnak. Lost it on the wing to Yarncroke. He got slashed and no call. Bruins all holding him, and he didn't like it. He went back and responded with a hit, and the refs let him get away with it. Here's Krejci. Turning with it in the Toronto zone. That's Clifton. Now Toronto. Yarncroke, Muzzin. Here's Kerfoot. Toronto finally out with Hall. Up on the wing for Kelly Yarncroke. Back to Hall. He'll center that across. No open ice. Marner will pick it up. Mitch Marner circles the net and tried to put it on goal. No opening of the ice there for Toronto. Clifton. Pavel Zacha losing it there. Toronto keeps it in. Corner for Hall. Looking in front. Centered Yarncroke. That shot blocked and sent wide. Back out in front. That's Marner trying to dig for it. Pastrnak to Coyle. Under 5 to go here. Regulation time. 2-2. Knocked along the boards. Leafs to it first. Matthews. Here's Mitch Marner. Red line into the Boston ice. Round it goes. Austin Matthews getting it in deep. Kelly Yarncroke was there. Here's Coyle. Frederick hit there on the wing. Coyle now from the left wing. Matthews taking him to the boards. Trying to get in there is Jake Muzzin. Helps him out, and here comes Austin Matthews. The pass. There's Nylander trying to spring him free. Marner. Just over a minute to go here, third period. That's picked up by Nylander. In shoots. That goes off of Bruin and in behind the Boston goal. Coyle. Do it again. Stolen by Bunting. What a steal. Matthews for Bunting. Bunting back for Matthews. Matthews covered. There's Nylander back to it. Off the boards and back down the ice. No communication whatsoever there. Samsonov plays it up the boards. That's turned over on Zacha. Giordano. Turned back again by Boston. Great defensive play. Now Tavares moves in. He has O'Reilly the pass, missing Michael Bunting. Under 30 seconds to go in regulation. Here's Mark Giordano to the front for Bunting. Bunting circling the net. Didn't like that. There was a bit of contact on his hand, and he looked at the official. Nothing called. Leafs get back. On the puck again. It's Mark Giordano. His shot. Blocker down by Allmark. Tavares trying to keep it in here. 10 seconds to go in the third period. He'll turn back. Has help in Clifton. Jake DeBrusk. And we're going to wait this one out for overtime here from TD tonight. Leafs and Bruins, extra time. So a high-paced, back-and-forth, tight rivalry game between two very good teams. 2-2, needing overtime here from TD. Shots 21-19 Boston. Hits 17-16 Bruins. Face-offs 14-8 Boston. Power plays the Bruins 1-for-5. Toronto 1-for-1 with a shorthanded goal. It is 2-2 going into overtime. Welcome into the overtime period here tonight from TD Garden, the Bruins and the Maple Leafs. There's the face-off here to center. One back controlled. There's Mitch Marner trying to poke it by and stole it. Marner and Lindholm gets back on it. Great play by Boston to defend. Here's Bergeron through the middle of the ice. Brody trying to block that lane. Matthews takes it away. Stolen back by Lindholm. And that is knocked down by the Leafs. The Leafs arguing that that was not offside. They had touched it. And it would have been a 2-on-1 had it been the case. Yeah, a lot of calls have been against Toronto in this game, and just trying to get one to go right in this game. Draw one back, it's stolen by Marchand to win the game, and he comes, and he's stopped by Samsonov. Picked up by the Leafs, this one thrown out front for Matthews. Austin Matthews with a move through center. He was taken down, now Marner to the puck to win it! Oh, mark the save. He'll close the legs as now Marner's shaken up. After getting that shot away, was taken down awkwardly on the play. And they're going to have to check him out. It looks like he's going to head off. Yeah, that's not good. Mitch Marner is going to head off here, and Leafs lose one of their biggest stars that helps convert goals into the back of the net. Here's the draw. Matthews to take it for Toronto. Wins it back to the point. Oh, the Leafs got to win this one for Marner. Here's Brody. They look ahead for Matthews. Austin Matthews moving in on the wing, shooting, and a blocker stop. Linus Ullmark just got a piece of that to send it up and out of play. Shots here in overtime are 2-1 in favor of Toronto. A minute 48 to go in the overtime period. One back control, it goes to the corner boards. Nylander's to it first. Back to the point, it's Brody. And the Leafs are going to corral the puck and look up ice. Here comes Brody with speed through the middle. Was slashed there, and the Bruins get the puck back. Marchand, now Toronto Nylander. Ahead, this finds Matthews. Here comes Matthews. He has Brody. Matthews to Brody off the boards, and he'll pick it up and now play it in deep for Austin Matthews. Bergeron poked around by Matthews. Lindholm is on it. Getting in there, Matthews digging it free. O'Reilly. Here's Ryan O'Reilly. He'll go for a spin and play it back around. The Leafs trying to get changes in. Two players have changed. Matthews is still on the ice, and now he's back to it. Matthews tired here in overtime. Just a minute to go in the overtime period. And we are 2-2 here from TD. Last minute of overtime. Pass ahead to O'Reilly. Here's O'Reilly for Toronto. He'll spin back, plays in front. Oh, and that misses Riley. Tavares to Ryan O'Reilly. And again, he'll be knocked out. There's O'Reilly. He'll fire it back in on the cycle game. Bruins change. Leafs to the puck again. Riley. There's Tavares taking it away. John Tavares winding up in, shoots, and a save made by Ullmark. Screen in front. That's played back down the ice. And Samsonov decides not to play it. Leafs have it here. 30 seconds to go in the overtime period. Pass ahead for John Tavares. Sticked away. He'll turn back with the puck. Time running out here in overtime. Here's Jarnkrok through the middle. He had Tavares. Now Morgan Riley moving in. Riley kept to the outside. He'll fling it around the boards, and it finds David Krejci. Bruins trying to come back with it. Jarnkrok on David Pastrnak. Here's Krejci on the wing. Turned back with it again. Now ahead might be a 2-on-1 for the Bruins. Riley, there's a shot. Scooped by Samsonov. He will cover down to 1.4 seconds to go in overtime. So here's the face-off. One back by the Bruins. A shot. No time. Shootout. Leafs and Bruins will go to even extra time tonight. The shootout from Boston. Shots a goal after overtime, 23-22 in favor of Boston. Hits are 22-16 Boston. Faceoffs 18-9 Bruins. Power plays Boston 1-for-5. Toronto 1-for-1 with a shorthanded goal. A shootout needed tonight. Welcome into the shootout here from TD. We hope you're ready. It's going to be an entertaining one. And starting it off is Austin Matthews for the Maple Leafs. Here comes Matthews for Toronto, moving in with speed. Matthews to the backhand. He scores! Austin Matthews in tight. Goes forehand to backhand and beats Linus Ullmark inside the right post to give Toronto the round one lead. Round one for the Boston Bruins. Their star, David Pastrnak. Moving in on Samsonov. He stopped. It got a chunk of the post as well, but Samsonov blockers it away. And in round one, he makes the stop. Here's the captain for Toronto. John Tavares going far right, coming out to the middle. Tavares moving it in tight. And he sends it off Ullmark and wide. Good save by Linus Ullmark, getting the blocker on that. Here's Patrice Bergeron for Boston. Bergeron through center. Middle, right to left. Backhand stopped. Samsonov sticking it away. And Toronto with a goal can win it. If they miss, Boston one last chance to tie. Here's William Nylander. The game on his stick. Nylander! Off the post! And the Bruins need to tie it or they'll fall short. It's Brad Marchand for Boston. Here he comes on Samsonov. He stopped and the Leafs win it. Marchand tried to open up Ilya Samsonov. He did not. And the Leafs shut the door here in the shootout. Samsonov makes 3 of 3 stops. Austin Matthews gets the shootout winner. Toronto takes it 3-2 over the Boston Bruins here in a shootout. Well, we hope you enjoyed this one, the first of many exhibition games. Toronto comes out on top tonight.